Hey guys, it's Dr. Brick Daddy coming at you with an episode about the KidsFest in Raleigh. This was a very large convention for, well, mainly kids, but it was very interactive. This is some pictures of us. We were going in. This is empty. Very huge line, a lot of people. And when you first got in, you got these little name tags. Not really sure what they were for. I guess little souvenirs saying that you came in. The first thing you get to see is this really huge 15-foot Batman statue of Legos. It was really awesome. And they had a bunch of different statues and Lego creations. They had some Harry Potter, as you see right now. You know, Hermione, Ron, Scabbers. They just had a huge assortment of different statues with tons of bricks. Ridiculous amount of time. You see Woody, Buzz, just very detailed, very detailed sculptures of a lot of famous characters. They have Star Wars characters. You just saw Indiana Jones. Here's a size comparison for you, how big these statues were. They weren't just small little statues. Here's Commander, looking really awesome. Not really sure how he got the antenna to stay though. It looks very thin. They also had this humongous Lego store inside the convention center. I mean, the lines were huge. When we were in there, the lines were really short, but by the time 10 minutes had passed, the lines were outside of the store. Probably about 100 people just waiting to get into the store. It was ridiculous. And then the coolest part of the Legos Kids Fest, this Harry Potter Hogwarts MOC. Now this thing is huge. It weighs, I've heard, 5,000 pounds. This is immensely detailed, perfectly colored. It's just ridiculous. They have all the details. They also have Hagrid's hut, the Whomping Willow. Here you see Hagrid's hut in the foreground here. It's just ridiculous. I don't know who built it, but they are amazing. I would die to get that thing. Of course, they have more sculptures, Lego, there's SpongeBob, some dinosaurs. The Triceratops, somehow they got the heads to move. It's probably not the best idea because it says, "Please do not climb on me." But they made it to where you want to climb on it. Doesn't make sense. Of course, you got Jack Sparrow, and then the new superhero theme coming out in 2012. Of course, they're advertising for that with these billboards. I cannot wait for that. And then here you're seeing pictures of the United States built out of Lego. Now this thing is huge. It's probably about a decent size, half of football field size area. And then what you got to do is you got to build your own little section, and then the Lego staff would put your section into the United States, and then it would be built up throughout the day, and then they would take a final picture when it was finally completed. And here's some pictures of people building. And me and my girlfriend, we built the TARDIS. Yeah, for all you Doctor Who fans out there, put the TARDIS on this crazy looking mechanism. Of course, they put it somewhere in North Dakota or something, so if any of you North Dakotians see a TARDIS, sorry. There's another really cool Batman sculpture, sketchy looking snake charmer guy. It seems like they're advertising their Alien Conquest a lot. I don't know if it's doing well. Of course, you had a humongous Ninjago section where you got to take your own spinner. They would provide spinners and you could battle it out, and if you won, you actually won a spinner. Really cool. And they had a board game section for the Lego games, the Heroica games. You could sit down and play any games you wanted. And these are statue MOCs, and I think this might be Wolverine with a snowball. It was just different sets put together in like a little montage or a collage of sorts. This is the monochromatic builds, where you got to build with one color Lego. A lot of different shapes. It was more about shapes than details. And this one kid built this really cool pitchfork. I'm not really sure how long it took him, but it was really awesome. Here's the Lego pit. It's a humongous 1,000-piece, millions and millions of pieces of Lego for all kids to play with, adults to play with, everybody. This pit was insane. You couldn't even get into it. You're about to hear how loud it was here in a sec. Yeah, it was crazy. So this is another one of those collage builds with the Harry Potter Hogwarts sets, and all kinds of sets put together in one little collage of brick. There's the Quidditch set. Then what was really cool was they had the Black Pearl from the Pirates of the Caribbean. It's not out yet, but they had it fighting the Queen's Anne Revenge, so it's really cool to get to see that. And then here's an Alien Conquest montage collage thing. Not really sure what to call it. And then of course they had this massive pixelated brick build where you built this little section, maybe a 6x6 section of your own, and then they would add it to this huge collage. And a really odd sculpture of a man with a chicken on his head. And I'm not really sure who that is, but I thought this was funny. If that's you and you're watching this video, props to you. There's a dolphin and a squid, a really sketchy looking goblin gremlin guy. I don't really want to talk about it. Then they have some Power Miner statues, a really big shark statue. There's a Bionicle in the background. Sorry I didn't get a picture of that, guys. Some Bionicle fans. It's another sets put together. And then here's a really huge sculpture statue of Lightning McQueen. It's ridiculously huge. The most pieces there, all put into one little amazingly detailed sculpture. And there's Darth Vader, of course. And that's about it for the LEGO Kids Fest. If you had any questions about whether or not to go, I would definitely recommend it. It was a real blast. It was worth going. If you guys can never get to it next year when it comes around to wherever you live, definitely go. Well worth the wait. And rate and subscribe, like. The Doctor out.